It has been extremely hot lately. So I just wanted to take a moment and speak on how to keep ourselves hydrated and also our plants and our pets. When it comes to your pets that you have outside, try to keep them under some shade and also try to fill their bowl up with nice cold water. And if you happen to have ice, try to fill up their bowl with some ice. It'll keep the water fresh and it'll keep their internal temperature cool. We are very fortunate that on our property we do have a lot of trees. So they give us a lot of shade so that our dogs can go out and use the bathroom and we don't have to worry about them as much. They do get to spend a lot of time outside, but if it is on those triple digit days, we keep them outside for only about 10 to 15 minutes max, and then we bring them in to a nice cool air conditioned house with some really cold water. Dog houses are nice, but they're good during rainy days or in the winter days. When it comes to heat, you need more airflow. And inside of a doghouse, you don't have the privilege of airflow. So they actually do the exact opposite. It turns into a little mini oven inside of a doghouse because of that airflow restriction, and it can actually make your dog even hotter. So try to keep them in a nice shaded area with really good airflow. Here's an example of what you can do if you don't have the luxury of having shade from trees. You can set up a couple of chairs and an outside table with a tarp. Here we use one of our carpets that we actually clean and we're air drying, but you can do something like this and it'll be nice and breezy. Your dogs can hang out outside underneath the tarp or the carpet, and it'll have nice airflow and your dogs won't get as hot.
Eleven to 3 is usually the hottest part of the day, so you want to try to get out here and water your plants before then. But only if your plants really need it. You can stick your finger inside of the soil, and if it feels wet, feels a little moist, then don't worry about it. It's better for your roots to dry out, so that way you don't get something called root rot. Root rot is basically when we water our plants too much and the whole thing dies from the inside out. So don't let too much watering be the cause of your plants going bad.
When it comes to your plants, first things first. Move anything that can be moved into the shade. Plants in pots usually dry out faster than plants rooted in the ground, so they will require more attention. When watering trees or shrubs, try to get to them as early as possible, so the water has time to seep into the soil. Otherwise, the water will evaporate once the sun hits it. Try and only water the ground and get as less water on the leaves as possible. The water will magnify the rays of the sun and burn your plant. Try and stay out of the sun as much as possible. But while you are in the sun, make sure you do have some sort of SPF or are wearing some kind of clothing that can protect your skin from the sun, like a big hat, long sleeves, or pants. Try and drink water every 45 minutes to an hour or whenever you feel is needed. And finally, when having lunch, try and eat something fresh. In our case, we chose to have a salad with big juicy tomatoes. We started by making some pan-fried croutons. We also decided to boil some eggs, and then we put them into ice to cool them off. Doesn't that tomato look delicious? We added some olive oil, balsamic vinegar, hemp seeds for a little bit of crunch, some nutritional yeast, our pan-fried croutons, and lastly, our chopped up hard-boiled eggs. After finishing plating the food, we set up our table and we started to dig in. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Like and subscribe.
Super good.